The self-destruction of TED, also known as Tedx, needs to be studied.
In over 15 years of my corporate life, one thing I am certain of is that no one ever heard me shit at work.
What?
I made sure of it.
That's nothing. Which is what I, as a speaker at today's conference, have for you all.
Oh my God, bro.
I have nothing.
Hell no, man.
Nada.
From a platform that was introduced to enlighten communities or even humanity on bright ideas, turned into a circus act.
What if I was to tell you that a game of peekaboo could change the world?
That completely ruined the brand as a whole when you have speakers like Randy Powell in 2010 who went on stage claiming that he can cure cancer and also improve hair growth with numbers.
The saying is that mathematics is the language of God, but until now, no one's been speaking God's language. What we have is the grand unified field theory. With it, you can create inexhaustible free energy, end all diseases, produce unlimited food, travel anywhere in the universe, build the ultimate supercomputer, artificial intelligence, and obsolete all existing technology. How is it possible to make such outrageous claims? Because we have the secret that connects all of the world's technologies together: numbers.
Okay, maybe he didn't add the hair part. I had to drag it for extra effect, but if you want to do math, bro, just go back to school. And this raised so many questions that even TED curators reached out to experts to ask Randy if he had any work backing up his claims. And Randy said that when he was doing the TED Talk, he did not have all his work with him at that speech. So then he agreed to send out a 10-page paper with all of his research, and that would later be reviewed by the experts. But when the TED company reached out to him, he completely ghosted them. And this would go on with multiple speakers coming on to TED and saying complete bullshit. But how did we even get to this point? Let's go back to when TEDx was just TED. TED stands for Technology Entertainment Design and was initiated in 1987 as a conference in which to bring these three fields together to share ideas and drive innovation, with early TED Talks being delivered by key players at the likes of Sony and Apple. Like, bro, they had geniuses in one room. Just imagine multiple Albert Einsteins literally in a spot. Like, you can't do nothing else but cook up. These events took place every year starting from 1990, with talks being given by many of the world's leading thinkers in their given fields. However, as the internet era flourished and started to become more popular, TED saw an opportunity in sharing their catalog of recorded talks to share to the public for free 99 online. So in 2006, they began to share videos recorded at their events, and soon their videos were being watched by millions of people around the world. By 2012, TED videos had amassed more than 1 billion views online. This level of reach meant that all people over the world were looking to learn and engage with TED's content and brand. They were so in tune that people began to reach out to TED to host TED events in their own cities and countries around the world. And that's when in 2009, TED announced TEDx. And now you're probably wondering where the X came from, or what does it even mean anyway? The X itself is supposed to stand for independently organized TED events. How does a X mean all of that? And you're probably wondering, what is the benefits of being with TEDx? Well, let me tell you. So you're gonna have to put together all the speakers, and on top of that, you're gonna have to find the location to host the event. And all TED as a company does is put their logo behind the stage and give you branding rights and some materials. Keep in mind, the materials is the logo. You might as well just do it yourself. You might as well not even ask TED for help. Just do it yourself. Post it on YouTube by yourself, or run it all by you, cause nigga, you doing that shit anyway. And at first, this was a great idea. People were being heard and their ideas were getting pushed out to a wide audience. But then TEDx started to take a turn because it seems like they were letting anyone on the stage, with speakers like Amy Cuddy who claim that posing like a superhero can make you successful, and in men it could boost our testosterone. Like, bro, the only thing you're improving is making me look like an idiot in public. And even experts did research to see if this was true, and they found out that there's no evidence that shows that looking like a dumbass, posing like you Clark Kent, can make you successful, or can it boost your testosterone. And keep in mind, the latest update on this was 2018. Till this day, Amy still thinks her hypothesis is correct. Talk about delusional. This is a different level, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, she just gotta thug it out for the rest of her life, bro. And it will only get worse from here, because another speaker named Elizabeth Holmes will come on to TEDx to announce that she came up with an invention that could cure all diseases.
Comes with access. My own life's work in building Theranos is to redefine the paradigm of diagnosis, away from one in which people have to present with a symptom in order to get access to information about their bodies. I grew up. I believe the individual is every person, but we can't engage the individual unless individuals do so.
Yeah, she's telling complete bullshit. With a device called Nanotainer, which is designed to draw and analyze blood from a patient's fingertips. And apparently the computer would find out the exact solution to their disease and cure it. Like, this is the craziest idea, because not only did she lie to the patients who are really like sick, she lied to all the investors. Like, that's outrageous. And then to make it even worse, she also lied to the whole world, because she started a fundraiser, and this fundraiser was running for 10 years, and she gained $10 billion from it, with her getting named one of the richest females in the world. Like, yo, talk about the ultimate scam. Like, yo, y'all parlay scammers got nothing on her, I ain't gonna lie. She scammed crazy. But then people started to become very skeptical, so experts stepped in and they did their research just to come and find out that the machine was giving out false cures. Like, you gotta understand how crazy that is, because people were really on their deathbeds hoping that this machine could cure them, bro. That's just the most bizarre thing you could ever do in the world. And ultimately, this just put a complete bad light on TEDx. But there was one situation that really stuck out to me, and that was with speaker Nick Heiners, I don't know how to say his last name. He came on stage talking about how rich people don't create jobs. And in my opinion, I believe this is like a 50-50 topic. You know, a lot of people will have their opinions on this. But when he did his speech and it came time for TEDx to post his speech to their YouTube channel, they banned it and banned him, saying that it was too politically controversial and that it was also mediocre. So let me get this straight. When it comes to somebody trying to talk about our economy, it's a problem. But when you got somebody hopping on stage talking about some, hey, you start power posing, you try to look like Batman, Superman out there, hey, you gonna become successful. That's okay. So we could just say anything. But when it comes to real talk, it's whoa, what are you doing? Don't you moving too fast? Like, at this point, TEDx is going downhill, and it's honestly a joke. Like, people really started to get on stage and they literally started to do anything to show how easy it was just to get on stage. Like, no one was taking it serious anymore. Like Sam Hyde, bro literally dressed up and got on stage and just started doing anything.
Notes here. Did I just drop the mic back? Oh, good. Okay. Keep that on me. Otherwise, you guys can't hear me. Give me like 25 seconds here. give me like 10 more seconds. Oh man, this thing. Can we turn this up a little bit so I don't have to like turn my head in?
And you're probably wondering, did Tedx try to solve the problem or fix this issue to really actually start interviewing who they're letting on stage and really checking their background, checking if they're official? Nah, all they did was change their slogan.
So one of the things that we're kind of evolving is our tagline and our mission statement. From ideas worth spreading to ideas change everything.
I'm not gonna lie, what pissed me off the most about this is this nigga smiling hella hard like she's saying real shit. Why is he smiling so hard?